Good afternoon, this is Colton with Build Brothers Roofing and Solar doing a digital roof inspection here out in the San Marcos area. We like to do these inspections to identify the sensitive areas and identify leak entry points and then provide solutions visually. This is a concrete flat tile roof. This is what we call an eave of the roof, so it's the overhang. This is where we replace a majority of wood. We see our rafter tails, our shiplap right here, our rafter block right here, and our fascia board right here where the gutter's attached to. Concrete tile roofs, especially flat concrete tile roofs, typically last forever. You know, the concrete themselves, I mean, now the roof itself, the underlayment is the waterproofing device, right? And so if we get cracked tiles, right, we're going to have water and sun that's going to be able to beat up the paper and expire it before we get to year 20, 25, 30, right? So this is on the roof when you just get up, and you can pull this tile back and see the water staining that's occurring. This 30-pound felt paper they look like they used is showing signs of severe water damage. And you know, this is indicative of paper that's being exposed to the sun, and that's what just leads to expiration early. This is a section where we have our active leak right here. This one was as well. It was like this. You can see how kind of it sat with the sun, and then you pull it back and you can see the paper kind of deteriorating underneath here. This is our dormer vent for this little attic space. We want to replace this with a low profile one that has a Class A fire rating. This is our vent for the dryer. It's slightly undersized, and so it's throwing a lot of air underneath the tiles, and you can see all the lint buildup. Can't tell what animal created that. Looks like a spider of some sort. But yeah, this paper right here is definitely expired, and this is where our leak's coming in. And then we can see valleys are going to be sensitive areas as well. And then we can see a cracked tile over here where you have your paper as well. That's mud. It holds water on the paper and then creates kind of the mold issues that we see you know, over underneath when we cut into the drywall. Wanted to outline this for the homeowner. A really good amount of termite droppings right there. I can't tell if it's coming from up here or if it's coming from the wood directly behind it. I definitely see them in that wood, so definitely could be the wood behind it. But something else to just identify and show. And then we're going to do a second story inspection for this homeowner because we can see a tile right there out of place, and just make sure that we can see the current condition. I will point out, you see these little holes right here? Boom, boom, that's in the tile riser. That just shows that, you know, that's where water comes out. So water gets under this tile naturally, but it's the underlayment that is the waterproofing. So we just want to make sure that's in good shape. That concludes the first story inspection. We'll go to the second story and show the second story and recommendations there. Thank you.